This is a very special class, one that took a while for me to decide to give. And I'm going to say that it was difficult for me to come to this point to give this class because, as many of you are now seeing and understanding, that indigenous prophecies have talked about this time, and it's no longer the future, right? These prophecies are no longer in the future, but they are in the present now moment, and we're living the prophecies. And the prophecies, if you've come to other workshops that I've taught about the prophecies, they basically all say one thing, which is we are at a place in our lives as a humanity where we must make a choice of what we want this world to be like. And we can believe that this is going to be a dystopian future, or that, the old ways are dying and they're grabbing on for dear life. And what really is happening is that there's more love, more good on the planet, and that it is our job as vision keepers to keep this. And so the reason why this class is so important is because for us to create, right, co-create this vision that we want of the world that is being birthed, it has to do with understanding that the earth is abundant and that lack and scarcity is an old, outdated programming that we really need to heal. And we want to heal it in the world, but we must start right here, right? Like as Gandhi said, we need to be the change we want to see in the world. And so it seemed for me for a while as I was like, wow, I really like this is what I want to talk about. Um, it seemed like it might be too superficial to want to talk about abundance and money in a time of emergency, almost of like crisis. And then I realized that when we are in most crisis is when we actually want the most safety. And one of the things that creates safety for humans in this world as it is right now is for us to have a good relationship with abundance and money, right? I'll give you a short example, and then we will begin. But my father had a stroke 5 years ago, and um, it was in the beginning of COVID, and I had lost 75% of, not even, no, what am I talking about? 75%, 95%. 95% of my clients, because I had an office in Los Angeles and people would come live to see me. And I lost 95% of these clients, only 5% remained online. And so I was in a really sticky place financially. And, as an independent business, COVID it was very difficult for a lot of people that had businesses to get funds. I mean, people got money if they worked for other people, if they had bigger companies. So I was really in this place of feeling the fear of lack and scarcity. And it was at that moment that my dad had a stroke. And I remember at that moment, because I was his main caretaker, um, I had no idea like how I was going to not just take care of myself, but take care of him. And I remember I launched a prayer, and the prayer was, if you want me to do this, Spirit, Pachamama, if you want me to do this, like I need to be provided for, and not just like crumbs. Like I need to be provided abundantly, right? And it was amazing. Like it blows my mind because I remember that year before COVID, I had put the intention because I was really working with these abundance principles that I am about to teach you. And I had it in my mind that like I am a six-figure woman. I'm going to create a six-figure business this year. And then COVID came, and then my dad had a stroke, and I was like, how am I going to do this? How is that ever going to happen? Like that just seems impossible. And I launched this prayer, and I was like, you need to provide, Great Spirit. Like you want me to take care of my father? You want me to do this work? Show me. Show me, right? And I kid you not, I launched a, a retreat and it sold out. So I created a second one and it sold out. Um, just money came from everywhere. And by the end of the year, I thought that I was like, oh man, my goal of like finally like having six figures, like I don't think I'm gonna make it this year with COVID and my father. And I did the math at the end of the year because I used all the tools. Remember, I used all the tools I'm about to teach you. And by the end of the year, I made $120,000 in the worst prices that you could imagine, not only uh, in the world, but also in my life. And I realized that Spirit Earth provides when we most need it. We just need to align. We just need to align to it. And it's so important for people like all of you here to be able to have that abundance, that money at this time. And so welcome, welcome with all my heart to this class. Since then, I have created way more than that. And um, I've really healed my relationship with abundance, prosperity, and money, not just personally, but also ancestral burdens that I didn't even know I was carrying. And actually, as you will learn here, we all carry, regardless of whether, you know, you grew up in great wealth or you grew up in great poverty. We all, as part of our self-care, need to develop a healthy relationship with this energy that is now, um, you know, showing up as the financial system is winning. So welcome. Let's begin.